Hello and welcome to episode 21 of Shogun 2 Total War. We continue to fight off the enemy. Their boat troops just started to scale the castle walls, but my guys are actually far superior to theirs in a in a melee fight, and they're starting to shoot me right now, but I'm just going to charge in melee and see if I can stop them. Although I prefer not to take too many casualties from archery, because that's kind of unnecessary. I don't have to take any. But I am taking too many, so I'm just going to run back, force them to climb the walls, and then I'll charge back in. You can see that I did lose a bunch of guys in that unit of Yari because I'm getting shot in the back, and that's always more effective. Now all their guys are climbing up the walls. They sent all of their archers to climb up the walls. And they're going to lose a ton of guys trying to scale the walls. Just because they're going to fall off, not because I'm going to shoot them off or anything like that. And yeah, these guys, they're going to get crushed by my katana samurai. That's what you call them. And now that all the guys have scaled, that means they can't shoot me now, so I'm just going to commit all of my guys to the melee fight. I'm just going to throw them all up there. And they will send in that unit of light cavalry later, but, later. They always send in the cavalry last because, one, it is a pretty small unit to try and, fight me with. Yeah, and now there's going to be a massive battle between all their bowmen and my two units. Yeah, the Katana Samurai's charge really isn't all that devastating, the Samurai Retainer's charge really isn't all that devastating. The Yari Ashigaru's charge is pretty much as effective. It's actually pretty cool looking. And now it's just going to be a massive fight. I'm not going to move my troops anymore for the rest of the battle, because I really just don't need to. Because I don't want to turn my back on any of these bow troops. And there's always going to be more bow troops. They just don't stop coming. This one's a bow samurai, so they are slightly more competent in battle. Although, not quite as. I really like just looking at this game. Just watching the troops fight each other. It's interesting. But, yeah. And I am winning because, one, because I'm the Oda, therefore my Ashigaru have far better stats, and two, all they have are Ashigaru, and all they have are bow Ashigaru, whereas my Samurai Retainers can take on probably at least 2 units of bow Ashigaru by themselves, because the bow Ashigaru just are that bad in melee. I don't know why they didn't keep shooting me. That would have been way more effective. As you can see, not very many of them are making it up, and now they're sending their cavalry at me. And at this point I'm like, well, maybe I can actually win this battle. Maybe. It'd be a miracle if I could. But they're not stopping coming up here. I mean, I just don't see the end of them. Although I haven't seen very many of my own guys die. I know they are dying, because I can see the numbers dwindling, and there's a few of my bodies on the ground. But nowhere near as many as there could be. And yeah, for some reason they're still scaling the really tall part of the wall. I don't know why, but they are. And I have no problem with that. My guys are getting lots of experience. That one Yarashigaru unit has 3 chevrons now. Which is actually pretty high, but it gets better. Trust me. Well, they can't rest, I'm sorry. They're kind of fighting a battle right now. Yeah, there's a lot of dead Takeda bodies on the ground. Takeda dogs! And I won! I won! Yes, that's right, I won. 400, 1200, I won. Because I'm an amazing castle defender. Actually, defending castles is actually surprisingly easy in this game. By the way, the replay important thing, that's the battle that I didn't show you yet. Or, actually, I might have shown you by the time this video is uploaded. But I don't know. Okay, I did lose both units of them, but now my Arashigaru unit, I have, I think, 6 experienced chevrons, maybe it's 8 or something. I don't know, it's ridiculous. I mean, Yeah, it is 7. Yeah, it's 7 experience chevrons, which means it has the same stats as a unit of like Katana Samurai. It killed 300 people, and my Samurai Retainers didn't even kill that many. Unfortunately, it's not a full unit. If it was a full unit, I wouldn't even be worried about the castle like ever again. Not to mention that their army. I mean, the annoying part is that they escaped with this tiny little army. For some reason, they did not choose to attack me down there. They probably would have won if they had, because they do have so many guys down there. And they don't really have any strong castles anywhere but Kyoto, which is annoying, because they can attack me, and I really have more than one tier of walls. Which, I mean, in Kyoto I have like 4 tiers of walls, but everywhere else I just have like 1. Yeah, I don't really care if they raid that. It doesn't really give me that much. I don't use ninjas too often, so it doesn't really matter to me. But it is still kind of annoying just to have that army just like loitering around, just raiding me whenever they want to. However, luckily, I do have 2 pretty sizable free armies right now. So that should definitely help. Yeah, lots of... Everybody hates me. Not even kidding. Everybody hates me. I mean, like, even the people in my own cities hate me. But I can't exempt them from tax because they don't make any money. But if I don't exempt them from tax, then they'll rebel, and they'll have to fight off their armies. It's just a really big problem. There's no way to really... I don't even know what to do anymore. Yeah, I need to remove that Kitabatake army. Kitabatake. I don't know how you pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it. These guys are replenishing because they have no general, so I'm just going to send back those 2 units of really depleted cavalry so that they can start to replenish, and then actually might send this entire army back. Or either that or I'm searching for a general. I don't really remember which. This one has 1 unit, so I think I'll go and attack it, except for my troops can't move this turn. So that's a slight issue. I don't know why they can't move this turn, but they can't. Which is definitely annoying. A lot of things are. Next turn, I'll be fighting that army. I don't have very many troops myself. I do have a lot of Yari Samurai. It's a lot more than I usually have in my armies. Usually my armies are pretty much all Katana Samurai with a few like Bow Samurai. Except for the one account where I'm trying to be as modern as possible, which means most of my army is Matchlock Ashigaru. Which works surprisingly well given how like cheap they are. I mean, they're like the 2nd cheapest unit in the game, but one-on-one, if you get them close enough to a Bow Samurai, they can almost win that fight, especially with rank fire. Because, I mean, it's a very devastating weapon. I mean, they have, I think, more missile attack or more missile damage than they do, and you just fire and fire away. It's actually they're actually really strong, and with rank fire, they don't stop shooting. In this one, I'm really just going for Ashigaru as my main army, because my Ashigaru are really strong. But yeah, I usually do that when I'm playing. I go for one troop type or another, just forming an entire army out of it. I've done a pure like traditional armies where I have no Ashigaru at all. It's just all samurai armies, which are actually really powerful. Because one unit, I had like 8 units of Katana Samurai and like 8 units of Bow Samurai, Chosakabe Bow Samurai, and if they even make it to me, my Katana Samurai just destroy them. The only problem is cavalry. Cavalry destroys that army because it only has 1 unit of Yari Samurai in it, which is definitely a problem. But I mean, it's a fixable problem. It's also a lot stronger than. It can pretty much defeat any army of its own size, since almost nobody else fields all Ashigaru armies. I mean, all samurai armies like I did. Here, I mean, I know it says my power is mighty, but it's really not. My power is quite tiny, actually. I have very little. Because I only have 2 armies, and those 2 armies aren't even all that powerful. Well, as soon as I start making any money at all, then I can start to take back some of my territory and kill some of my enemies. I need to kill those. I really need to finish off all the enemies that are surrounding me on the southern part, so I can get to the more powerful enemies like the Takeda. Okay, really, there's 3 of them! Is it really that hard to kill them? Yeah, I lost 6 people. How did I even lose 6? My archers could have just shot them down. Ooh, I mean, I don't get it. My archers could have just shot them. Probably like one volley from all my archers and they would have just died. Also, I'm thinking about doing another series. I know, I'm just saying I'm going to do a lot of series, but this is actually a pretty short series. It'll just be, probably won't be very long because I'm pretty bad. I'm going to, it's like, I'm going to call it the Fortress Challenge, in which case, you can't expand at all. You just start out with whatever you have, that's all you'll ever have, and then you see how long you can last, and you play on Legendary. No allies. You can trade, but no allies. No count conquering. You can train troops, and build up your castles and stuff, but that's it. Can't do anything else, which will make it a lot more interesting. I'll probably record some of those. Yes, some, because it probably won't last very long. Never played on Legendary before, but I'm going to assume it's probably really hard because, I mean, even this is pretty difficult. It's not, like, impossibly hard, but it's not exactly easy. So now I have to fight them off again. This time their army is more varied. They have more bows this time. Well, I should say well, no, they have less bows this time, but it's more balanced of an army. Except for they don't outnumber me 2-1, so I'm pretty sure I will be just good fine. My samurai retainers got all the way filled back up, and my Yaroshigaru have a few more guys. If I had 150 Yaroshigaru, I wouldn't be worried about this battle at all, because I could probably just crush them. But I don't, unfortunately, which is quite bad, I would have to say. Have to hazard a guess and say that it's quite bad. So the one bow unit is coming from there, and everybody else is coming from that flank. So I'm gonna move all my guys away behind this building so that they don't get shot, because I really just don't like getting shot. Just the strange personal preference of mine, just not to get shot. I know, it's strange, but it's true. Yeah, I'm just hiding my guys behind the building until they climb the walls, so that 1, they can take a few casualties from that, and 2, so that I don't get shot. Yeah. My Ashigaru actually have higher morale than the samurai retainers do, and 5 higher melee defense, which is pretty good considering that they're just Ashigaru. And there's more of them. So, in a fight, I'm pretty sure my Ashigaru unit would destroy the samurai unit. There's actually a really cool water effect going on right now. Speaking of water, the rain will make their missiles have less range and be less accurate, which is very, very good. Because the less accurate they are, the less of me that's going to die. Really what I want them to do is scale the walls, because I'm pretty sure I can take them if they scale the walls. If they just shoot me out, there's nothing I can really do about it. I can try to come out of the gates, but then I'll just take so many casualties they probably won't even make it. But if they scale the walls, then I should be able to win. Yep, menacing rows of spears, and not so menacing rows of swords, because those swords, you can't really see them unless you're specifically looking for the swords. Spears, on the other hand, pretty big. Boom, 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 boom. I love the graphics in this game. It just looks so, like, I mean, it's not perfectly realistic, but it's not like one of those games that has graphics where everybody looks like they're perfect and there's no, like blemishes, scars, pains on any of them. I mean, I know I haven't seen any of those things on these troops, but you get the feeling that there are those things on these troops, even though you can't see it, and you don't really pay attention to it because they're mostly armored. Yeah, this is a really cool effect. I mean, I don't think the puddles grow any bigger, because that would be just really complicated over the top, but it is still cool. Especially since you're not really, like, watching it for the rain. It's just, like, adding, like, another layer of realism to the whole game. Which is really my favorite part about games. I love realistic games. I'm not sure what they're doing with that unit. I think they're just going to try and shoot me out with it, but they might actually end up scaling the wall with it. I am sure they'll scale the wall with it eventually, but initially they're probably just intending to shoot me out with it, because I don't think they would ever use that to try and fight me. Given what happened last time they tried to use a bunch of bow units to fight me. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, they're actually going to try to scale the walls with all their troops just immediately. So now I'm going to rush my guys forward so that I can catch them as they're doing it. Because it's better to catch them before they get all their guys onto the walls, because if they get all their guys onto the walls, then you're fighting on, that's essentially like fighting on flat ground, which gives you pretty much no advantage, except for that they had to take, like, you know, minuscule casualties to accomplish this. Now I'm just going to charge them immediately, because I want to kill them as fast as I possibly can. And I don't want any more of these bow troops to make it up. Or any more of any troops to make it up, really. But it's the bow troops that I'm most... No, I'm actually not really worried about the bow troops at all. I don't know what I was saying. Oh. I do really like the charging on the Yaroshigaru, just because they, like, impale the enemy with them. Although, I mean, pretty much all the charges look really cool just because of what the troops do. It's so much cooler than in the other Total War games, where they just, like, ran to them, like, hack them with their swords. Now there's, like, dodging and impaling involved. The fighting looks a lot more, like... I mean, it looks rigid, but it looks more realistic. Because, you know... I mean, it just seems like that's natural for this time period, anyway. Sengoku Jedi. The age of the country at war. Yeah, I've lost like 14 guys so far, and I've decimated their entire unit. Now I'm going to send these guys over here before their guys, just by sheer numbers, destroy my other troops. Or their other troops. And now they're actually going to just run away. Which means that I just won, because now everybody's running away. Which means I get to slaughter a bunch of them so that they don't come back. And now they're gonna start trying to. They're gonna try and scale them. Okay, no, they're not. They're just gonna run away. I thought they were like how we're gonna try and scale again, but they're not. That time I took literally like 30 casualties, and I'm pretty sure I killed at least 100 of them, which is definitely pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Thank you.